Welcome back. My name is Carlos Alvarado. This is week 4 for MPA 510. This week we're going to look into Dwight Waldo, Douglas Murray McGregor, and Charles E Limbleum. The Administrative State Conclusion by Dwight Waldo. What I found interesting was on page 139, he's talking about the future of uh, policies is going to be dependent on economic, political, and social events that will future the of administration thought. And he kind of goes that up to now, through his time, that it was mostly everything was based on the scientific management by Taylor. So he's saying that slowly everything would be in the future, there will be others that would change the policy. So, for example, that in the current time, in my employer, um, right now we have a work from home, and so these rules have evolved and changed, and there was no work from home before, and slowly, because of the current events, like the pandemic, things have changed, and that has made working from home a possibility when about 2 years ago, nobody really worked from home in my department. And so that's what I found interesting from Dwight Waldo. The Human Side of Enterprise by Douglas Murray McGregor. He's talking about Theory X about and Theory Y. Theory X is about how a manager could be more of micromanagement, always seeing what his employees are doing, and Theory Y is more of a free approach, like more lenient. The worker will get the job done based on the whatever responsibilities you give to them, and they're more laid back and just going, not watching everything the employee does. But one thing I did find interesting from McGregor is on page 161, where he's talking about the carrot and stick approach. So, in his theory, he talks about the pyramid and how employers can provide psychological and safety, but they can't provide self respect. So, and as you can see, I feel like current employers, they know that by providing great benefits and income, that they can kind of control their workers. And one example would be in my employment at my department, I have seen people that have been working and will never go anywhere else because they either say, "Oh, I can't afford to go somewhere else," or "I can't because of the benefits." So the employer has full control of them, and so with those psychological and the safety being met, these employers decide to stay there and never seek to go to improve themselves, and basically giving full control to the employer. And that's what I found interesting for Douglas McGregor. Thank you. The Science of Muddling Through by Charles E. Limbleum. So he talks about in this theory, he has two between the root and the branch method, and he goes on to explain his way, which is the branch method, and then he has 5 steps. The one I found interesting was step 5B in page 171, and he states, the policy is not made once and for all. It is made and remade endlessly. So, for example, at my current employer, the policy since the pandemic has started has changed. Since I work at a county hospital for the Department of Health Services, the policy has changed from the beginning of this pandemic till now. And if it never changed, it would I mean, there was changes within the whole time, small changes throughout the whole time. So it wasn't made for one time and that was it. So if throughout this whole time it has changed little by little by little, and that's why on this it says make big changes in small steps. So in increments and throughout time, it would fix itself. Thank you. In conclusion, uh, these all these three theories from this week, Waldo, McGregor, and Lindblom, they all have in common is they all wanted changes within small steps. So not everything was going to be done. So they were more incremental and not big changes all at once. And thank you everyone for watching. I will see you guys next week. Thank you.